Tip number 2 is about conditional formatting. Now, there's a lot of data that we can see, and you can scroll down and you can sort of make sense of it. The detached price starts at about 75,000, goes up to around 235, dips a bit, goes up a bit. But it's much easier to see some of the important data using colour or bars, or maybe even icons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this particular column, and I'm going to go to conditional formatting, and I'm going to add a data bar. Now instantly you can see the bar in the background and gives you a quick idea as to what those cells actually contain. Now if you don't want conditional formatting to do with data bars, you can have it with color scales. So I'll just clear those rules, highlight those columns again. So color scales allow you to have hot and not. So let's apply a blue-red scale. So you can see that the detached price starts off fairly cold, but as the price goes up, the colors change until they go into the red, indicating fairly hot. So it didn't take long for me to apply this conditional formatting, and I can get rid of it fairly quickly by going to conditional formatting, clear rules, and I can clear rules from the entire sheet or just from selected cells. So let's have a look at additional formatting. What if I wanted to highlight all of those prices which are above 140,000? So I can go into conditional formatting, highlight cells rules greater than, so this looks a bit like a filter, and greater than 140,000. And I can select what I want to highlight it with. I can even have a custom format if none of these were suitable. So I'm going to format it in red when it's above 140,000. Now you could argue you could do this with a filter. So suppose I went into the flat price and I said I want all of those which are greater than 80,000, and I'm going to highlight all of those in yellow, let's say. Well, the difference between that and doing it this way, using conditional formatting, is that if the number changes, the conditional formatting changes. Whereas if the number changes and I've hard-coded it in, the formatting doesn't change. So conditional formatting is responsive to your data. You can also look for outliers. So for individual cells which are unusually high or unusually low. So suppose I wanted to highlight the top 20 items. Well, I can do that by clicking on top 10 items and then changing it to top 20. So imagine this is a list of inventory or sales. Then you'll easily be able to, as you scan down, see the top or bottom items. It literally jumps at you. I wasn't expecting it to be there, but it came up very easily as I was just scrolling down. Went, oh, it's... Where's the next one? There. Now you've got one other type of conditional formatting, and that is to do with icons. So we've got here the 1 month percentage change. So we can have icons showing ticks and or check marks and X's. So if I was to put those in, you can see where it is below a certain level or above a certain level. Again, very easy to do, and it's very responsive to your data. So conditional formatting saves you a lot of time, allows you to do things that you couldn't do elsewhere. I can't insert these icons separately, and allows you to quickly spot outline data or put data bars in the background.